Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Kitty here, and today we are playing more modern Skyblock 3. So, for those of you joining me on Twitch, thank you for joining me for my live stream. For those of you watching on YouTube, welcome or welcome back to my channel if you've seen my videos before. As you guys can see from last episode, cough cough last week, I have done quite a few changes, one of them being that I finished the flooring almost. I have a little bit over here left, but there's a reason why I'm keeping that like that. I removed the temporary room around my nether portal, and I actually have had some pigmen come through that nether portal, but it's nothing I can't take care of. I fixed this up, like really nicely. As you guys can see, I removed the crystal fluid from this side because we have a ton of cobblestone. But I now have the hopper going into the furnace, going into another hopper, which is taking the stone into this double chest. And that way I don't have to constantly come over here and empty the stone from the furnace. It just can passively go in there. I just need to refill it with charcoal every once in a while. I have some storage here so that when we make stuff like the ore dust and the catalyst that I actually made more of, I can store it in here. And I hope to make that in bulk so that I don't have to constantly make it more. I have 2 crucibles here now, which one of them is leading into the casting basin. I have this fun thing. I was getting so many slime blocks from those trees. I just felt like putting something fun there. And you guys can see I have 37 slime blocks plus 2 stacks of slime balls. And all this we'll get to in a second. Oh, right. I forgot. I also changed this around. As you guys can see, I removed my cobblestone generator. Since we didn't need it anymore, we have the generator over there now. So I put all the bricks. I put all the bricks into walls. And this is gotta be like a little kitchenette when we get around to that cooking with blockheads mod. I moved my cow and my rabbit. They are now over there. I just made a couple leads and put them over in the field. And I started doing some farming over here. As you guys can see, I moved my bonsai trees, and I'm only growing purple slime saplings now since that's the only type of slime I need. I have some cocoa beans going over here. This is flax because I needed the string. So just plant matter on some flax gives me plenty of string. Got some potatoes growing because who doesn't like some potatoes? And last but not least, I have some pumpkins and melons growing over here. And at some point, I'll be filling all this out with dirt and doing farming stuff, but that is going to come when we need the farming stuff. The last thing I wanted to get into before I started questing, and this is mainly just for YouTube, I'm doing a bit of a different formula for my videos. Instead of doing the speed ups, so like when I do something, I'll usually speed it up. Instead of doing that, I've been just cutting out all the mundane stuff, I guess you could call it. So there's going to be just a lot of time skips in my videos now because I record for 2.5 hours straight, and that's a lot of footage to go through, as well as it makes it hard for me to cut down my videos. So that's all that. Let me eat some fish here, and let's get straight into the quest book, and we will address this chest here. So when you look at the quests, in order for us to move on, we need to complete these 3 quests. One of them we need prismarine crystals and boron ingots, which we haven't even addressed yet, but we will. Next one, for the basic automation, we need silky jewels, reinforcement modifiers, and firewood. And the last one, we needed 64 of 3 types of slime balls. I almost said snowballs there. So that is what we are aiming for, and you guys remember the last time we were actually doing most of these quests to get these items. And that is what brings us to the chest right now. So while I was offline, I got most of the slime balls. Again, as I said, I still need purple slime balls. I got all the firewood we needed. I also got all of the blank casts and obsidian that we will need for the reinforcement modifiers. I also got 5 more emeralds, which was a ton of rock grinding. You guys can see I got a ton of gems in general from rock grinding. And most of these I can't even use yet. I think I can actually make decorative blocks out of these, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait until we unlocked whatever we need to use them. But I got 2 extra emeralds. We only needed 6 of the silky jewels, and we had already made one last week. So 5 more emeralds. We got 4 more silky cloth. We got string, and the last thing that I needed was gold. And I have some in here, however, I need 20 gold ingots. So I'm gonna get myself to the nether, collect that gold, and I will be right back. And we are back. That was a really quick trip because there were a ton of zombie hearts in the chests at the pigman farm. So I just grabbed those because if you guys remember, 2 zombie hearts gets us gold nuggets. And this should be plenty to get, let's see, 16. We needed 20. There we go. And that was plenty of gold. Now we need that, and we need some string. I don't think we have enough string. No, we do not. So, in order to get string, I think I just showed you guys plant matter on the flax that I planted over here. Quick, easy, simple. And once I get enough string, I will go back to the crafting table and make more of this silky cloth. Alright, so we got all our string, we got all our gold. Gonna make all that in silky cloth. And I almost just messed up, and oops, I did more silky cloth than I needed. That was my fault. But that's okay, because I'm pretty sure that the quest book eats these items. So we'll just have spare silky cloth, and at some point we'll make a silk jewel modifier for a tool. So we got the silky jewels, we got the firewood. The last thing that we needed was the reinforcement modifiers, and if I remember correctly, yep, it's just 8 blank casts made of gold, surrounded by obsidian. That gets us the 8 reinforcement modifiers, and that quest, let's detect submit, and it will consume these items. Claim that, and we're done. Like I said, the items were consumed. And now, not basic farming, we have unlocked the basic automation. And the first thing I wanted to do was the bonsai pots. Now, hopping bonsai pots are 1 block automatic tree farm that always keeps a sapling. Cool. So if you remember, we already made some bonsai pots. Now we need the hopping bonsai pots. And in order to make that, we are going to need a hopper. Yes? Yes. So it's really simple. It's just a bonsai pot on top of a hopper. And we can actually make the hopper now. And we don't have to make a chest. We can just do wood. But in order to do that, we're going to need 5 iron ingots, which I believe we have. Yes, we do. We have a perfect amount. And let's get 2 wood, 5 ingots, and there we go. We've made our first hopper. And this is an actual hopper, not a wooden hopper. And I'm just gonna pick up one of these bonsai pots here. Put the hopper. Uh-oh. I guess I have to do that in a crafting table. No? Ah, that's why. There we go. And that quest is completed. But I can't... It just... This is weird. Okay. There we go. So now we have a hopping bonsai pot. And the difference between a hopping bonsai pot and a regular bonsai pot... Let me just make a chest real quick. If I tear this block... I'll actually do it here instead. Tear that up. Put a chest down. And put the pot on top. I did not mean to twerk my plants. And then we just put the slime inside. As you guys can see, if I use plant matter on it... Oh, that actually didn't do anything. What happened? There we go. So the items that the bonsai pot drops, instead of me getting them, they go down into the chest underneath of it. So because we can make those, I want to make a whole ton of them and start actually growing like oak trees, jungle trees, all that stuff. And in order to do that, we're gonna need a ton more iron, which you remember was the crystal fluid and the iron dust in the condenser. So I'm gonna cut the video here and I will be back with all the items that we need to get these hopping pots made. Alright, so as I said, I am back with all the supplies we needed. We got our clay smelting down into bricks. We got our dirt already. We got 30 iron ingots because I'm planning on making 6 hopping bonsai pots. We already got 2 since I picked up the ones that were over here. I also laid down some chests in preparation. And you guys can see this bonsai pot is going strong. We've been collecting all this stuff. And I've been periodically moving these slime balls over to our chest over there. So we have 6 more chests laid out. And once I have enough purple slime balls, I'm actually going to be replacing this sapling with a different type sapling. Which I'm actually pretty close. Yep, we only need 13 more purple slime balls. And once all of these bricks are made, we will be able to make the pots just like that. And I'm going to grab my oak wood here to make the 6 hoppers that we need. There we go. And all we're waiting on now is the clay to bake. Which we need 2 more, so we need 10 more clay to be done. Alright, so we got all our bricks done. 1, 2. Turn these into the hopping bonsai pots. And we're gonna grab a jungle sapling. I'm also gonna make an apple sapling. Which in preparation, I had already knocked down my apple tree. And I believe it's like that? Yes, okay. So let's go put these down and plant these saplings. One, we will put the oak sapling there. We'll put the jungle sapling in this corner. I'm gonna put the apple sapling here so that we can actually make this a whole row of different fruit trees. And I want to see if I can grow a dark oak sapling just because I really like the dark oak wood. Yes, you can. Alright, and you guys can see these are actually going really fast. Alright, so next in the quest book, one of the things that I wanted to do is I wanted to get these wooden spikes because they help with the mob farms. And it looks like there's quite a few different spikes that they want us to make. But let's start with this wooden spike. There we go. Really simple, just 3 wooden swords, some planks, and a log. So we will run back over here. Make those real quick. I'm gonna need more planks. It was 4 swords. 3 swords or 4 swords? 3 swords. Okay, so I made 1 extra. That's okay. So 3 swords, 3 planks, and the oak wood gets us 4 spikes. Why is it not detecting my wooden spike? There we go. And all of these loot chests are pretty much the same, so it doesn't really matter which one I claim. And now that we've made that, I'm actually gonna go over here and lay it down. And this will help whenever we do our mob grinding over here. How do I want to lay this down? Probably... Yeah, that's okay. Alright, so... they actually stand on top of the spikes. So it's still only half a block right here. But just in case, I'm gonna put that there. And we'll see how that does when mobs start dropping again. Alright, so what's next in this quest book? Let's see. One of the things we're waiting on is that we're waiting on these slime balls to be done. And when they are done, we will be opening the better storage, which looks really interesting. But the other thing that we needed was the basic farming. So in order to unlock the basic farming, we're going to need the prismarine crystals and the boron ingots, which I haven't even tried to make. So let's see how we make these. Prismarine crystals is combustion, and that is a lot of heat units, actually. Glass and nether quartz. And the boron ingots. There it is. So in order to make the boron ingot, it is the condenser with the boron alchemical ore dust. Is that the only way? Yes. And that's just soul sand and glowstone, or boron dust and glowstone. But we're going to be using soul sand. Now, one of the other things I want to do before we even get back into the alchemical fusion is in the basic resources, we have these different types of alchemical dust, and I think they actually work a lot better than this basic one. So I believe that is going to be the next quest that we do. I spelled alchemical wrong. There we go. So we need the secondus alchemical dust and the tertius alchemical dust. I probably murdered that word. But that we make with alchemical fusion, and it is 2 redstone, 2 blaze powder, and an alchemical iron ingot, which is just iron and blaze in the alchemical fusion. So I'm going to gather all that stuff together, and I will be back with you when it is all ready to go. Alright, everyone, so I've been thinking. Combustion, condensing, it's all a very large part of what this mod pack is right now. And currently, the combustion setup we have, it's 80% speed, 121 efficiency, fuel tick, you know, it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. It only goes up to 1,500. You know, what if we can make it better? And a little bit of looking around, we have all these different combustion heaters. Here we have the end stone combustion heater, and it takes ender pearls, which I have a lot of ender pearls because of those endermen that are constantly dealing with the evolved endermen that keep on showing up. The heat units per tick is a little low compared to others. It's 66 heat units per tick, which is actually, it's a lot higher than the stone combustion heater. It's lower than some of the others, but what do we need to make an endstone combustion heater? Well, we need some endstone. How do we get that? Endstone, you can get through combustion. Some diorite, some nether quartz, bone block. We have plenty of bones, plenty of ender pearls. Diorite is nether quartz. So I believe the next thing that I want to do is get some endstone, which in total it looks like we're gonna need 8 plus 7. And how? That's 15 endstone. 15 times 4, so we'll need 60 ender pearls. And a ton of nether quartz. But I believe that is the direction that I want to go next, before we do any more quests, before we do anything. Also, I didn't talk about this, but Matt suggested to put a snowman in some sort of encasement to trap him, and then this is the easy way to get snowballs, because he's constantly generating snow underneath of him. All I gotta do is just stand here and collect snowballs. So, that is why I have a snowman in a glass case there. And I'm going to spend the next, I don't know how long, making netherrack so that I can break it down to get the nether quartz that we need in order to make this endstone. Alright, so I did the math. I did a lot of math. And in order to go ahead with my end stone combustion chamber heater, I'm going to need, in total, 126 nether quartz, 2 glowstone dust, 1 lapis, 1 redstone, 60 ender pearls, 30 sugar, 90 cobblestone, and 135 bones. Does that seem like a lot? Yes, it does. I went through a stack of netherrack. By grinding it down, I already got 21 dirty quartz. If you add that to the single quartz I already had, we now have 22 quartz out of the 126 that we'll need. The biggest hang-up, because we have plenty of bone, we have plenty of cobblestone, we don't quite have that many ender pearls, but with the rate of enderman spawn, it should be easy to get them. The biggest hang-up that I ran into was sugar. Now, we need 30 sugar. I have 3 sugar. However, I don't have any sugarcane. In order to get sugarcane, it is very easy. We need 3 glistering melons, the infusion stone, a pumpkin, and we'll get sugarcane. Ah, see, now you see. I had just set up passively, not passively, while I was off camera, I set up this wonderful, what happened here? Okay, it looks like I had a visit from an Enderman, but I set up this pumpkin and melon farm. Why did I set it up? Because pumpkins and melons are cool. But apparently, it was perfect because now I have the melon and pumpkin that I need in order to get myself some sugarcane. So we need 3 glistering melon. How many? It's just surrounded by gold nuggets, and we have plenty of gold nuggets. So let's get 3 of those in there. Make ourselves 3 glistering melon. We have full health. Let's get our infusion thing that I constantly misplace. There it is. Lay down this pumpkin. Not throw it, lay it. There we go. Melon in one hand, infusion stone in the other. And boom, we got ourselves some sugarcane. And we'll be putting that somewhere over here. On top of some sand. Let's see, here's some sand. And I will most likely be putting it right here. There we go. And that will be our sugarcane. Yes, it will take a while. However, it's also going to take us a while to collect all the nether quartz we're going to need. So the fact that the sugar is over there slowly growing is just fine with me. So I'm going to wrap up this YouTube video. Not quite the stream. We're going to keep streaming, but I'm going to wrap up the YouTube video. It's probably going to be really short. But I hope you all enjoyed this. I know we didn't get a lot of quests done. However, we now have a really big project on our hands in order to make this endstone combustion chamber. And once we make that, it should make combustion a lot easier because combustion is one of those things that just keeps coming up and coming up and coming up every time we need stuff. Making this combustion heater should really put us ahead in the game for these quests. So if you like this video, please comment down below. Please leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this content. I stream Minecraft at least once every week. I stream twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. At least one of those streams will be a Minecraft stream. And all of the content gets routed through. I edit it. I put it on YouTube for you guys to enjoy in these little bite-sized episodes since I stream for like 2.5 hours. But subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Be sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter in order to see when I'm streaming, when I'm posting videos, and when you are getting content. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.